girlies, and welcome back to the pod. Today we're talking all about gifts and wish lists, things that I want, gift ideas for your friends or maybe for yourself. I guess pretty much whatever. But this is the stuff, or these are the things that I put on my Christmas/birthday wish list. Because my birthday is on December 18th, so a week before Christmas, so my lists are kind of I just made it into one big thing, which overall it does seem like a lot of things to ask for. I think I have 20 things on my list, but then again, okay, it's for Christmas and my birthday. I feel like that's fine. Okay, but first, talking about my week. So it was the first week back from break, which was just so rough. I was so tired just all week. It was a struggle. Not to want to fall. Oops! I just threw a notepad on the floor. Anyways, it was just hard coming back from being at the beach. I feel like that's a stupid thing to say. But it I make this sound less fool myself. Coming back, let's say, from doing a week of nothing really, and then having to be forced into doing a bunch of school stuff and getting ready for finals and writing essays and taking test quizzes. It was not the vibe. I wore leggings 3 times this week. That's out of dress code, but at this point, I couldn't do anymore. Also, partly because none of my pants really fit me. Ass too fat, if I do say so myself. No, I'm kidding. I don't know why they don't fit me. Anyways, but I had the hardest math quiz I've ever had in my entire life this week. It's for Calc BC, and I literally wanted to cry. She told us, she's like, oh yeah, it might take you guys 20, 30 minutes. There's 2 problems. They have multiple parts in them. You guys will be fine. They're free response questions. You'll be fine. Girl, this took me the whole hour, and I still did not do well, and I swear she curved it, because what I got, I know, is not what I should have gotten. I was expecting a solid 60 by, after taking it. I was like, this was the worst thing I've ever done, and we all told her this was the hardest quiz we've ever taken, and she's like, no, you guys are being dramatic. I thought this was good. Girl. No. And then so after that, I went to Chick-fil-A with my friend, and we had lunch therapy, which was good. And then also this week, I went to a funeral, which was kind of sad, for my great aunt, who I honestly didn't really know very well. I think I met her a few times, but it was mostly when I was younger and I hadn't seen her for a few years. Of course, it's still sad, but it was nice seeing family. And at the funeral, I feel like this makes me sound so bad, but whatever. So we pulled up to the gravesite, which cemeteries just kind of creep me out, and I feel uncomfy, because you're just driving around and I'm just thinking there's just dead bodies on the ground, but okay. Anyways, and we pulled up, and the sexiest man I've ever seen my entire life, not joking, is standing there greeting people walking outside. And I looked at my mom and I was like, maybe this won't be so bad after all. And then we get outside of the car, and my mom notices that he has a wedding ring on, and we were all like, crap, because he is so sexy. He has flowy hair. He looks like a freaking model. I swear he's 6 feet tall. He's light brown hair. Oh my. I was shitting my pants. I was going feral. No, I'm kidding. But my mom walks out and she starts talking to other people there, and she just starts whispering. And I would say whispering, bit of a stretch, because I'm maybe 10, 20 feet away from her, and I can hear every word that she's saying. And the guy is closer to her than I am to her. So he definitely heard this. And she does this. She has two people sitting next to her, and she's like, see that guy over there? And they're all like, yeah. She's like, the one with the flowy hair? Carmen thinks he's cute. And then they were all like, oh. And then she goes, but he's married. And they were, oh. And I was like, girl, can we not be screaming this out everywhere? But I don't know. That was a good part of my day. Good part of my day yesterday. The actual funeral, but that man being there, yes. Thank you, sir. This is also another random thing, but I remembered. I found a new comedian that I like because on Friday, I really didn't do that much school stuff. I swear I watched Netflix in like 2 of my classes. Me saying my week was exhausting. Also me literally watching Netflix at school. It wasn't because I wasn't doing the work. I actually like finished all my stuff. But I watched the Jonas Brothers Family Roast session, which was the stupidest yet also the funniest thing. It was like peak comedy, honestly. Like Pete Davidson was there, love of my life. Technically, I don't know if other people would find it funny, but I was cackling. I found a comedian that I like. His name is Jack Whitehall, and he's British, and he's so funny. And I watched both of his comedy specials on Netflix, and I was peeing my pants. And then in the car on the way home yesterday from the funeral, I tried to play my parents like a clip from one of his comedy shows, and they didn't laugh at all, and it was the most uncomfortable moment of my life. I was just sitting there and they just weren't laughing, and I was peeing my pants in the back of the car, and they were just like looking at me, and my mom was, the video ended and my mom was like, that wasn't funny. My dad was like, Lisa, you have to be nice. She showed us something, be kind, and my mom was like, no. She was like, that was awful. So I guess my sense of humor is different from other people's, which would make sense because I feel like I find really stupid things funny, but whatever. I also finished a really good book this week. It was called King of Battle and Blood. Oh, so good. I would say it is the exact type of book that I get obsessed with. It's like the fantasy romance. It was arranged marriage, enemies to lovers, vampires, okay, politics, okay, king queen stuff, obviously, so good, spicy, yes, very, obsessed. And apparently there's going to be 2 more books, so very excited. It literally came out this week, and I got an email about it because I followed the author on Goodreads, and I read the description, and I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, I need this book. I need it. So I got it, and then I read it in like a day or 2. And I also started the second book in a series called Our Violent Ends. I think the first one, These Violent Delights, or something like that. I'm honestly might be messing up the titles. I don't know. But it's so good. It's about gang wars in 1920s Shanghai. And it's a Romeo and Juliet retelling. Obsessed. It's so good. So I started that yesterday and I was reading it this morning. And then I realized, oh, I have to do the podcast. So here we are. I also start my finals next week, which, not really excited, but I guess it's kind of good because I only have 3 this year. I think I was supposed to have 5, but some of my teachers decided they just weren't going to do an actual test for the final, which was fine. But I have my math final this week, which is on Wednesday and Thursday because we're doing it during class time because none of us wanted to do it actually during finals week. So that's what we're doing. And then on Friday, I have my English exam and I have to write 3 essays. Yeah. This woman is having us write 4 essays in total this upcoming week. And I kind of want to cry, but it'll be fine because I'll get math and English done. And then the week after that, I only have my environmental science final, which is just a joke anyways. And then I'm done with school. And then it's my birthday, and then I'm going to Miami, and then it's New Year's, and then I have to go back to school, but we don't have to think about that. So I'm excited. I think it'll be good. it'll be fine, hopefully. Also, this week, Spotify Wrapped stuff came out. Super exciting. I actually don't use Spotify for my music, but apparently Apple Music has a version of Spotify Wrapped, except you have to go to this website and it looks really ugly and it's kind of like a knockoff version. But I looked at that. My number one artist was Camila Cabello, which I feel like is semi-embarrassing. It was literally mine. I was kind of embarrassed for myself. It was like Camila Cabello, Shawn Mendes, and Ed Sheeran. And I was like, what am I doing with my life? Because, Anyways, and then Spotify Wrapped for Podcast came out. That was fun because I actually got to do the Spotify Wrapped. You all sent me so many DMs and it was so cute because it was like, oh my gosh, people like me, Because obviously I know that people listen to my podcast, but then also at the same time I kind of forget that I'm speaking to people and not just chilling in my room talking to myself, And I have to think, oh my god, people actually listen to me, which is, when I think about that, really, really weird. And I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want a bunch of people listening to me because I feel like I say really stupid things sometimes, most of the times. But yeah, so thank you guys for listening to me. Really means a lot, and I like seeing everyone's DMs and like people who posted stuff on their stories. So thanks guys for listening to the pod. Love you the mostest. Okay, but anyways, today we're talking all about holiday wish list, aka my birthday and Christmas wish list. First, I want to talk about what I use to make my wish list because it's a new discovery and I'm kind of obsessed with it. I feel like I might have talked about it last week at some point or in some other episode. I feel like I mentioned this because I got obsessed and made my entire family use it. But it's called My Wish List. If you just search wish list in Google, it'll come up. I can also put a link in the description of the episode, which I'll do so you can get to it easier. But it'll let you make a wish list, an online wish list that you can send to people, and then they can reserve stuff on your wish list. So then you can actually like help people pick out gifts. So if your family's ever like, oh my gosh, I never know what to get you and I don't want to just get you something that I know you're not going to use, then you should use this because then you can put stuff on that you actually want, and then your family can get you things that you want, or at least maybe they'll have an idea of more what you would like. So it's called My Wish List, and you can like connect with friends too. So I have all my family members on it, and well, except for my dad because he doesn't really understand how to use this, but everyone else is on it, and it shows looks really cute. It has a picture of the item you want, and then it'll show the price, and you can add a description. So if it's a clothing item, you can add a size, or if it's I don't know, you need to add something specific about what you want, size, color, I don't know what else you would specify. But yeah, I really like it, and it's been really nice, especially for getting gifts for other people, because my siblings all got it, and you can reserve items, kind of like a baby, what is it called? Oh my god, baby registry? Baby list? I don't know, but when people have baby showers and they put a bunch of stuff on there that they want for the baby, and you can like reserve items, it's kind of like that, and it looks really cute because it puts a check mark on the item, so then you know, okay, someone already got that, I can get them someone else, and then there won't be repeat gifts. So pretty cool stuff. I felt very, very smart and accomplished, and I'll put my actual wish list in the description, like the stuff that I want, so you guys can click on the links and see actually what I'm talking about. But yeah, we'll get started. So the first thing I have on my wish list is a book slash journal. It says it's kind of like a guided journal, like a motivation journal. It's called Do It For Yourself, and it has, I believe, it's really cute. It looks like kind of a coffee table book, but it has quotes in it, and I think there's like activities that you can do, but I'm looking at it on Amazon, and it shows you like motivational things. Like it says, start before you're ready, thoughts become things, comparison will kill you, intuition makes sense after you follow it, not before. The day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit. And it has a lot of, I guess, like motivational messages, activities for you to do, and then also some more information about how to, I think, get motivated, which I thought would be cool. And it's a little under $20, and it looks super cute. So I feel like that'd be a fun gift to give someone, especially if you're going to like a friend's birthday party and you're like, I literally have no idea what to get them, but I want to get them something cute that they could use. Get this. Another thing I have on my list are these Ruffle Socks. They are from, what is this shop called? Wild Rose Studio and Shop. I'm pretty sure you could get something that looks like this from Urban Outfitters as well, but these are the ones that I found. And they're different colors. It looks like they have light blue, kind of a mint green, mustard colors, a burnt orange, and kind of a rose color. And they're ankle socks, but they have little ruffles at the end. So kind of giving schoolgirl vibes, but in a cute, I'm fashionable way. But it does give me some middle school vibes a little bit. But I thought they'd be cute, especially like with white tennis shoes. And you can have like colorful socks, because I have just in general a lot of colorful socks. But some of them are really ugly. Like my sister, when she went to Colorado, got me these socks that have dinosaurs on them, which technically wouldn't be something that looks super cute, but I do wear them. And people always ask me, they're like, Carmen, what the heck? But they're cute, okay? In a quirky type of way. These Ruffle Socks are actually cute. In a, oh, I'm cute, I'm fashionable way, and you don't have to have like ugly socks just peeking out. Another item that I want is a shirt from All Things Lillian. It says howdy on it, and it has cowboy boots and like a cowboy hat, and it's pink and orange. It's a t-shirt. It looks super soft, and it just looks so cute, and I really want to get like an oversized one and live out my Southern girl dreams. Then again, I feel like the stuff that I get that is technically considered Southern, well, I guess it is because it says howdy on it, but like I feel like I'm not that Southern, but some days I just kind of feel like embracing it, because I mean, I am from Kentucky, I live in Kentucky, but I don't feel like a Southern girl or like those SEC sorority girls. I don't know. I don't really think that's my vibe, but I feel like I could definitely pull off a shirt that says howdy. Because I have worn short, oh my gosh, why can't I speak? Shirts that say y'all on it. I still have one. I used to sleep in it, and it's so soft. But yeah. Okay, another thing I want is I guess this would be considered a makeup item. It's from Ilia. I think that's how you say it. It's Ilia. Ilia. That sounds right. But it's a skin tint, and it says it has niacinamide, squalene. I don't know how to say that. Hyaluronic acid. So obviously good for your skin. A lot of good skin things. Hydrating, so it won't dry you out. And I wanted to get this because I like when I have to go out, sometimes I like to put on makeup, but I don't want to have to put on a full face of makeup, especially like foundation, because that always makes me break out, and then it looks cakey and gross, and also because I don't really understand how to do makeup. So I was just thinking, I was like, if I do a skin tint, then it would put just light coverage everywhere, and technically I'm wearing makeup, but it's not like I have to do something super difficult. And also, it has sunscreen in it, so I won't feel bad wearing it, and I can wear it if I want to go out during the summer, or even just like in general, and don't want to get burnt, because why not? So I thought it would be cute. I think the shade I'm not quite sure what shade would work best for me. I'm never good at this. Also because sometimes I'm more tan than other times, so I feel like buying this in the winter, then it's going to be summer and this is going to be way too pale for me, but we'll see. But the one that I have, the shade that I said that I want was like Sombre. That does not sound like a word. ST 2.5. So kind of I don't know how I would describe this, like medium pale. It says it's very light with warm olive undertones. So, hopefully that'll work. I think I have olive undertones. People have told me that my undertone is green. I don't think it's red. I mean, honestly, it could be. I guess we'll find out. But I wanted that because I like doing makeup on special occasions. But then again, not all the time. But I feel like if I had this, then I could do it more just to make me feel put together. Especially like when masks aren't a thing anymore, then I might actually do makeup, maybe. I also want a Amazon Kindle gift card because obviously I'm obsessed with my Kindle. Everyone knows this, but I just want money. So I just want money, guys. Just money. Give me money. Anyways, no, but I want money so that I can get books on my Kindle. Because I didn't want to just put books on here that I wanted people to get me, because I prefer reading on my Kindle, honestly, over than normal, I guess, books, physical books, hardbacks, paperbacks, whatever. I mean, I like having sometimes physical books, but it's usually not books of fiction. It's more like I'm looking over at my desk and I have one that's about skincare. I have a lot of skin books, or I guess technically non-fiction, so like information books or books that would technically be like coffee table books, stuff like that. I like to have those hard copies just so they can be kind of decorative, but also cute. Like if a book is pretty, I feel like this sounds so shallow. If a book is pretty, I will buy a physical copy of it. And if it's just a random fantasy fiction book that I'm going to read in 2 days, no, because holding a book hurts my wrist. Especially if it's over like 500 pages. I'm not holding a book that big. Like, trying to hold it open is just painful and super uncomfortable. So I wanted the Kindle gift card so I can just pick whatever book I want. And I feel like this is something my brother would get me because he's honestly very bad at giving gifts. He just doesn't really know what to get people. He'll just get gift cards, which in some ways is nice, and I'm like, oh, I get to pick out my own things, but also I'd rather not have to make the choice. You know, I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. Okay. I also really need a new phone case because the one I have is kind of peeling and parts of it have broken off. I think I've had it for 2 years. It looks a little crusty now, but I really want this one from Casetify. It is called the Illumination number 62 by Ingrid Ching. And how do I describe this? It kind of looks glittery. So it's a lot of different colors: pink, orange, blue, green, with vertical stripes. And it has some glitter stripes. So it kind of looks like a painting, I guess. And it's very sparkly, kind of yarn-like. It kind of looks like, or pieces of string going down. I don't know how to explain it, but I really want it because it's so colorful and bright and it's so cute, and I have a black phone and I feel like it would look really cute. I have the iPhone XR too, which everyone in my family keeps getting new phones, not me. My sister just got the newest phone because her phone was broken somehow. Her FaceTime wouldn't work. She couldn't click on parts of her screen. They tried to go in to fix it, and they were like, it's going to cost more to fix it. You should just get a new phone. So then she did. But my dad still has the iPhone 7, and he complains about it every day, but refuses to get a new phone. He says he's not going to get a new phone until his phone literally dies and just will not turn on, won't work anymore, which I feel like is just going to cause him to lose information and data that he has on his phone. But I mean, who knows? We'll see. This next gift I feel like is good. Little, what's it called? Like a knickknack or trinket thing. That's definitely not the right word. But it's a deck of cards that has positive affirmations on it that I thought would be cute. Just like when you're feeling down or not your best, or you can just like read them, and they look really cute. Kind of looks like they have, it's a gradient, but it also looks like people's auras. I don't know if you've seen that art where people like paint someone's auras, but it kind of reminds me of that. And also, this is only like $15, so it's a really good gift. But like for someone, if you know anyone who's interested kind of in self-care, that type of thing. But I feel like it's super cute. Like some of the ones that they have, it says, I'm grateful, I'm resilient, I'm free, I'm open. And it has little descriptions under it to give more, and you can make it like part of daily practice, I guess, to have like positive affirmations. And I thought that would be really cute just to have. Also to like do when you're not feeling the best, but you want to feel better and trying to make yourself more positive. So I thought that would be cute. This next thing that I want is a digital alarm clock that has, oh wait, why was I going to say that? I was like, it has the time on it. No shit, Carmen. But it's this clock that looks very modern. I believe it has like a mirrored surface, and it has the time on it like in white, and the one that I want is white, and it kind of looks like a phone laying horizontal on a stand. Kind of. It's like a square with rounded edges that has the time on it. Looks very cute because I have an alarm clock right now, but it's really ugly and it doesn't work, and the time always changes. No matter what I set it to, the time will always get behind or get ahead. And then whenever I look at it, I always have to mentally know that I need to like subtract 26 minutes or something. And that just gets confusing. So I wanted this, and it also looks like it has plugs, so you can like plug in your phone into it. I really don't plug in my phone by my bedside table though, just because I like to have it across from my room. My entire family makes fun of me for this, but I can't have it next to me. Really, it stresses me out, and then I won't go to sleep. And also in the morning, it's better because if I wanted to set an alarm on my phone, then I'm forced to get out of my bed to turn the alarm off, which then usually most times prevents me from staying in bed. Though sometimes I have woken up and turned off my alarm and then stayed asleep and forgotten about it in the morning, and then been like, why didn't my alarm go off? But it did go off, and I turned it off, but I just forgot. But that's only like if I'm really exhausted or really tired. Okay. Next thing I want is a pair of pants from Aerie, and they're so cute. One is, they're both the same style, but they're flared pants, kind of legging-esque, and they're high-waisted. They have, what is it called? Pants up, it's like vertical grooves, kind of velvety, but not really. And the one I want, it's light blue, and then there's also this really pretty, like, burnt red one that they were advertising all over their website. So, of course, I fell for that because I was like, oh my gosh, love that. I love colorful pants, because then I'll just wear colorful pants with a sweatshirt and call that my fashionable outfit, even though it definitely really isn't. But I really wanted those pants in both those colors just because it can be a go-to pant. I feel like clothes is always a good gift, but then again, if it's for someone you don't really know that well, might not be the best because it's kind of awkward being like, what size pants do you wear? You know? So, maybe not. I also really want perfume. I found this one from, oh my god, this is gonna be so embarrassing. I don't know how to say this. It's O-U-A-I, Way. Is that how you say Oi? Way? This is okay, whatever. I don't know how to say that, so we're just not going to. But it says that it's like a fruity floral, and it has a lot of citrusy flavors in it. So like mandarin, lemon, and grapefruit. And then it also has apricot and rose. And it says that it's supposed to smell like the English countryside, which any show I've ever seen where it had the English countryside, it's always like smelling like cow shit. So I don't think that it's going along the way that it wants. And then it also says that it goes with all the things in it. It goes better than biscuits and tea, which is cute. But I want this because always, I feel like this is such a stupid reason, but I had this perfume from Glossier and it technically smelled really good, but then whenever I put it on, I couldn't stop sneezing, and I swear it gave me like an allergic reaction, and it just smelled weird on me. But then when my sister used it, it smelled great on her, so I was just like, it's perfume, just not for me. So then I gave that to her. But always, in every book I read, they always talk about, they're like, how people have like signature scents. And I was like, I want a signature scent. So hopefully this actually smells good because it sounds yummy. But then again, who knows? It could also give me a rash and then I'll end up giving it to my mom or my sister or something. Maybe perfume just isn't for me, but also at the same time I really want it to be. Because I feel like this is so stupid. But just in books, so it was like, she smelled like lavender. Or usually it's for the boys. How literally in every fantasy book, why does every guy smell like trees? They're like, he smells like musk and like pine trees. And I'm like, that, I don't know how good that sounds, but okay. Pop off, I guess. Okay. I really need a pair of white sneakers because the ones I have were originally my mom's shoes. So keep that in mind. They're already like worn and old, and then I've worn them for 3 years and they're starting to get really nasty. They're leather-ish, so the leather's kind of like cracking. They're not really white anymore. They're kind of yellow. There's like holes in it. So I really need new shoes, and they're kind of my only like sneaker type of shoe. But I really want the Nike Dunk High Rebel sneakers. Yep. They're white and they're like high tops. And they're white, but then they also have like tan accents. And I thought they'd be super cute. And it has like the Nike symbol, but then a smaller Nike symbol within that. I don't know how to explain it. But I was like, I really want to be one of those girls who has like the cool sneakers and it just makes your outfit look better. Because right now, my shoes definitely make my outfit look worse. They don't add anything. The only thing I would say those shoes are good for is that they have a zipper on it. Yep, I have shoes that have a zipper on it. It's like having Velcro on your shoes as a kid, but no, my shoes have a zipper. And that's the best because if I'm running late, I can just zip or unzip my shoe, and that's amazing. But then again, they aren't very cute. Pretty comfy, but I've worn them in so much that there's not really any cushion left in the shoe. Like, I feel like they've ran their course. They've done the most, but I don't know how much more they have left to give. So I'm not really sure if I want to keep wearing them. Kind of want new shoes. Okay. I also really want this book. Most of the books that I asked for, I think this was the only other one. They're kind of self-help books. Like self-improvement, I guess. Because if I'm going to read a hard copy book, then it's going to be, again, not fiction. But this one is called The Fear Fighter Manual. And it says Lessons from a Professional Troublemaker. And it's talking about imposter syndrome. Actually, I'm trying to read the description. But anyways, it's talking about imposter syndrome, being afraid to do what you want, being afraid of being too much or not enough, and being afraid to do the things that'll actually make your life meaningful, and how you can kind of be fearless and do things that you want without being afraid of what other people might say and what would prevent you from getting where you want to be, which I think is really good because obviously I've talked about this before, but like I feel like it's just said like so many times. I feel as though I have imposter syndrome with multiple things in life, whether it's college or podcasts or school or friends. It's kind of always around me, and I think it always has, especially since middle school. So this book really interested me in that because obviously I always talk about doing things and not really worrying about what other people say. But of course, that's hard and that's easier for me to say than to actually do. So I'm going to read that book so then I can give you guys some hot tips about how to be less nervous or afraid to do things that you want. So, 10 out of 10. I don't know where I was going with that. 10 out of 10, recommend, I guess. I also really want a laptop stand because I keep hearing things about how it's better for your posture. Somehow, I think, because you're not looking down at your computer. And then also I feel like it would be helpful that if I want my computer elevated, so then I can put a notebook or a binder kind of under my computer so then it's easier to type. I think that would be nice to have. So I put that on my list. And I also really want noise canceling Bluetooth headphones. I believe this is the most expensive thing on my list. It's the Sony wireless noise canceling Bluetooth headphones. I want the white ones. And at one point, they were 30% off. I don't know if they still are. They're kind of expensive. By kind of, I mean that they are because they're headphones. And why do I need $250 headphones, right? I don't know. But I think it would be nice to have them. Technically, I really don't need them, but I was kind of like, I'm going to put them on there and just see if my parents are feeling it this year. But then again, if they're not, totally fine. Totally fine. I also really just want noise canceling headphones in general because I feel like whenever I use AirPods or just normal headphones, earbuds, I can always hear things outside of the music, or if it's a movie, if I'm in a plane, and it bothers me so much because in a plane you always hear like the static noise, but then if I'm at school doing work, I can always just hear people talking and I have to turn up music so loud, and then it's so loud that I can't focus and then it hurts my ears. So noise canceling, yes, please. I also really want a speaker because every single person in my family has a speaker. And every single time someone needs a speaker for something, they always ask, they're like, oh, Carmen, go get your speaker. Boy, I don't have one. And I just really want one, mainly for shower dance parties, because often I will put my phone in the shower, but I can't even tell you how many times my phone has fallen just into the water or has gotten water damage. It won't charge. Pretty sure that's why I had to get rid of my previous phone because it had water damage. So I don't really want to put my phone in the shower anymore. But I want the Jbl Speaker Flip 4, Flip 5. I really don't care if it's not the new one. But because those are, I think, waterproof or at least water resistant. And I just want to have something in the shower, and then also to have just a speaker in general because, of course, that's fun. And then if I'm doing something with my friends, then I can bring a speaker, be the life of the party because obviously that's me, right, guys? Yeah. Also related, another thing that I just don't own, sunglasses. I have never had a pair of my own sunglasses that were actually good ones and not just $5 sunglasses from Target or a pair of sunglasses that I took from my mom because she didn't want them anymore. And I really want the Ray-Bans. I want polarized ones because driving to school every day when the sun is just coming up and it's blinding is not fun. And like the sun, I don't know what it's called, visor, the little, what is that called? The thing that has a mirror in it that flips down, I don't know, that blocks the sun, sometimes doesn't do enough. And I'm a short person, and it doesn't always block everything. So I really want polarized sunglasses, because the sunglasses that I have been using aren't polarized. They're cute, but they really do nothing. They're just more for aesthetic. And I want an actual good pair of sunglasses, because I have never lost a pair of sunglasses my entire life, okay? I always keep sunglasses, yet I've never gotten an expensive pair, but my younger brother, who has lost every pair of sunglasses he has ever owned, gets expensive sunglasses. He'll get like the Oakleys and fancy ones, and then he'll lose them. Every year, he'll lose them. But he just keeps getting more. I'm like, why not me? When is it my turn, right? Because I know I won't lose them. I really want this dress from Free People. The brand is For Love and Lemons, and it's the Rosalind Maxi dress. It's a very summer dress. I showed this to one of my friends, and they were like, Carmen, it's the middle of winter. And I was like, okay, I know, but it's going to be summer, or I'm going to go on vacation, and I want this dress. I don't think they have my size at the moment, but I put this on there. Actually, when I said that the headphones were the most expensive thing, I take that back. This dress is so expensive, but it's so cute, and I love it. And if I was rich and had a bunch of money, I would buy this dress. But it's $350, which is a little out of my price range, I will say, which is why it's on the wish list, which means I probably won't get it, but it's there. And it's a summery dress. It has flowers on it, and it has flowers and lace. Kind of gives my grandmother's table covering vibes, or like grandma's curtains, but it's so cute. And it kind of has an open back, and it has large triangle cutouts of the flower pattern and then of the lace pattern. And it's so, I don't know how to explain it. I think it's gorgeous, and I want it so badly. But right now they only have size large and extra large, and that makes me want to cry. Also, it makes me want to cry because it's $350, and I just don't have the amount of money to buy a $350 dress. And so that's not what we're gonna do. Okay. So another thing that I think would be a good gift is a new laptop case, because currently the one that I have is clear and it has random stickers on it. It literally says Girl Boss, and that kind of makes me want to cringe, because whenever I see the Girl Boss, I think of it as a meme, but I literally put it on there not as a meme, and not like in an ironic way, which is really embarrassing for me, I feel like. But I want this laptop case that is a crocodile print, and it's white. I think it's from Etsy, or you can get it on Amazon, and it's so pretty. It just looks so satisfying, and I just know if I saw that, I'd just go, she has her life put together, versus me having a sticker that says Girl Boss. No, please get rid of it. I can't do it. No, not the vibes. I kind of cringe every time I get my laptop out of my backpack, and I just think, oh, why did I make that decision? We don't know. The last thing on my list is a beaded keychain wallet thing from James Asher. I think that's how you say it. And I feel like these are really trendy in the South right now, but they're so cute. And the ones that they have from this boutique, they have a lot of ones that have cowboy boots. There's some bees on there, and then there's one that says Texas, which you can tell where the trend is coming from. But I want the one that says Yeehaw. Yep, going with the Southern theme. This can match my Howdy t-shirt, but it says Yeehaw in bright orange, and it has gold stars on it, and the bag is white, and the entire thing is covered in beads, and it's so cute, and I just want to attach it to my keys, so then I don't always forget to bring my wallet, and then I can actually bring my driver's license with me, because the amount of times I've gotten in the car without money, driver's license is so many, and it'd be so much easier if it's just attached to my keys, and this is so cute, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. So, there we go. That was everything on my list. Let me know what you guys want for Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate, or if your birthday's coming up like me, let me know. Be very interested, but I hope you found some good gift ideas, whether for yourself, for a friend, for a sibling. And again, all the gifts are linked in the description, and you can see my wish list. And yeah, hope you guys have an amazing week. If you have finals this week, best of luck. If you're prepping for finals, best of luck. I know it's hard to keep up the motivation, but you got it. Remember to take breaks, be kind to yourself, and I hope you have an amazing week. Bye, y'all.